Hi all, Hal here with more ARK Survival Evolved. And today we're going to do something a little bit different. I've actually stumbled upon a very interesting website that does some of the art changeovers. So for those who don't know, when you use the canvas wall hangings like this, the painting canvases, and you come over to here, you use a brush on it. Let me see if I get close enough to actually do this. You can actually paint the different areas, you can change colors and things to do different highlights. Well, you can also save pre-configured paint schematics. So what you do is, once you have one of these paint systems that you want to use, or the paint images you want to use, you go to load paints from this type, and you can load things. Let's see if we have, see, I don't have any of the resources to make any of these, so I need to make some paint first off. But as you can see, you end up with, die sheet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what that is it's actually a cheat sheet for the dies. And what it'll do is it'll replace this with an image for that section. Now, the people who do these, they will tell you what size you need for your canvas. The die cheat sheet is a 2x3, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these will correspond to the names in here. So die sheet 10.0 is going to be the top left, and die sheet 60-0 is going to be the bottom right. So working across, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And it corresponds to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pretty simple, right? So what this means, though, is that I need to make a crap ton of dies. I mean a lot of die. So what we're going to do is I've actually loaded up a bunch of berries, a little bit of spark powder, a little bit, well, now we're putting in some spark powder here. But as you can see, just a ton of berries. We've got a bunch of spark powder and we got some charcoal. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some speed dyeing right here. Because it's irrigated, wow, it's used all the water. What it'll be doing is each time it cycles the water, you end up with more dye. And we're going to keep doing this until all of our dye is done. Basically, that should take all of our spark powder and charcoal as well. And hopefully we're going to have enough to actually do one of these so I can show you what it's going to be like. I love the fact that when you irrigate these things, that they just randomly mass produce stuff. So while we're waiting for this to finish, I just want to say a quick hello and thank you to everybody for all of the likes and the comments on the videos. It's greatly appreciated. If you haven't done so already and you enjoy the episode, make sure you hit that like button. It does help the channel to grow, just like new subscribers. And on that note, I also want to say thank you to all and welcome to all of the new subscribers, and welcome back to all the long-term subscribers. Oh, let's see how we're doing here. Like I said, the subscriptions and the likes and everything really do help the channel to get visibility, and which obviously helps the channel to grow. So thank you very much for that. All right, so it looks like we are slowly producing everything we need here. All right. So once all of that is done, let's go over here and grab the rest of the dyes that we have, because we have a bunch of dye already made. Oh, it's coloring. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. No, not. Wow. Oh, so yeah. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope your Tuesday is going better than mine is so far. Oh, no, it's actually been a great day so far, and I hope everyone's enjoying themselves. I know it's been a interesting start of the year so far. It is still early in the year. Let's see what we got going on. Any more dyes coming out? Doesn't look like it. Looks like we need a little bit more charcoal. Alright, so I'm going to assume that that is done then, because I'm not seeing any more come out. So let's go ahead and turn that off. Now that we have a metric crap ton of dye, let's show you how this stuff works. Let's see if we have enough to do this. Okay, so since this is the bottom right, we're actually going to use the die cheat 6. And I am missing orange. Wow, that is a ridiculous ridiculous amount of paint that you need for this stuff. Alright, so what I'm going to do then is go ahead and go back, gather a bunch more, and see how much more we can get out of this. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick cut here, and we will be right back. And we're back. So, yeah, I forgot that some of the dyes require gunpowder. So, when we were making bulk dye, we didn't make any of the stuff that required gunpowder. So, just to show you how this actually works now. Okay, so you use the paintbrush on the canvas just like you normally would. You go to load paints from this type. And since we're on the bottom left, we're going to use Rockwell 3. We select this. It loads the paint. Alright, and you save painting. And, whoop, nope, close. Okay, and then you just close, basically. And then what that tells you is, it gives you the ingredients that you need to make that particular item. And you just rinse and repeat. And like I said, everybody who does this, or most of the people who do this, will label them, and they'll basically tell you the pattern that you need to follow, if it's a 1x2, 2x2, 3x2, whatever. So you close, and as you can see, this is actually telling us all of our consumable recipes, all the Rockwell recipes. Whoops, oh, let me cancel that. I think I grabbed the wrong one for that one, didn't I? Nope, no, I grabbed the right one, okay. And this is everything except for the jerky recipes, I believe. So the website that you can get this from, that people are using to share all of these paint designs, close. There you go. And that tells you how many of each item you need. And it tells you what it creates. But as you can see, I didn't place this quite properly. So you definitely want to be careful of where you're placing the all the canvas, simply because that'll, as you can see here, it cuts off what you're looking for. But we know that that's using, that's medical, so that's using stimulant, and actually I think that's trank. No, that should be stimulant. And then that is trank, I believe. But anyway, you'll figure it out. But yeah, that's basically how you use it. And you can get these off of arkpaint.com. And like I said, it's a huge community of people that are doing these things. I've really enjoyed using this kind of stuff. There's all sorts of images that you can get up there that just are absolutely amazing. And some of them are a little bit better done than others. So let's close out of here. Let's see here. We're going to load... Whoops. We want the die sheet 5. And then what I'll do is I'll come back and actually finish all of these off. Close. But so, as you can see, that tells you what you're going to get out of it and what it's going to look like in-game. And as you can see, I did do a little bit better job painting, or placing the canvas on this side. So, but that in a nutshell is how you do it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of these. I'll probably end up having to make a bit more dye. But yeah, so I will be right back. See you in a bit. And we're back. And as you can see, I went ahead and adjusted some of the canvases a little bit to line them up just a little bit better. But here we have the kibble cheat sheet. You have the dye cheat sheet, which actually is really useful. It would have been nice to have it when I was actually making all of the dye. But now we have it, so hey, that's great. Okay, so and then you have the Rockwell formulas as well, so including the Mind White tonic. So very useful things to have. Basically, you just... Actually, can I do it here? No. Trying to remember the backspace? Yeah, there we go. So when you turn off the labels, it makes it much easier to see everything. So... good to have around, especially if you're using the industrial cookers or any of the other cooking things like the cooking pot, and you're making the dyes or other consumables. Great to have on hand. So now that we have all of this, let's make sure we have no more coloring over here, right? Okay. So we're going to go throw all of this in the chest here. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw all of this in here. And as you can see, I made a metric ton of all of these colors, specifically because of the fact that they you go through them pretty quickly. So what ends up happening is that you consume one or more of the dyes. Let's go ahead and close that. For each of the colors that you use. So the more that you have of any specific color, the more of the dye you're going to use, obviously. So the color cheat sheet is going to use, I think, the most out of all of them because of the little color swaths here. You end up using a pretty significant amount of dye. So this is something you're going to definitely want to have like 10 or 20 of each color in order to make a complete set of these. So, but yeah, that is, oops, almost forgot to throw the brush in here. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw that over there. Get off the hotbar. And get rid of this. We're going to throw these in here, and I'll probably end up playing with that a little bit more, because one of the things that I want to do is over in the big room here, I want to hang the signs and canvas off of the walkways over each of the vaults, and I'm going to do this for both layers. Actually, I may see about doing one, just the big banner, like the big billboard style, and see if we can't get, 4 of them taken care of at once. Make it a little bit easier so I don't have to hang stuff off of the upper walkways as well. But that'll let me set up labeling for what's in each of the vaults below it. And then I still want to put the industrial forge in, and that's going to go over here when it's done, which means I'm going to have to redo most of the walkways in here anyway. So what I may do is, when I'm redoing all of the walkways, is that we'll reposition stuff. But we'll see how that actually plays out. Alright, so that is the paint stuff, or playing with the paint stuff today. Yeah, that is really nice to have. It's really helpful. Alright, so let's go ahead and take our wonderful mammoth back. So one of the things that I did do was to put a ramp over here so that we can get the ground-based dinos up into the work area. Basically, I'm getting to the point where I'm about ready to start doing the mass production stuff. Alright, so did I not... Come on. Alright, come on. Really? Alright. So let's go ahead and walk this guy back in so we can put him away. I think I have some berries left over so we can... Oh, too far. There we go. Right? Is that right? A little bit further. There we go. So let's grab some of the berries off of him, because we do need to feed some of our dinos. So for the folks who don't know, because I logged in and had a couple of more dinos dead, including my Pleasy. Really sad about losing Euphemism. Basically what's going on is that ARK servers have a random bug where dinos will go missing or just die. So you'll come back and they'll be dead. I'm not sure what's causing it. Apparently it's a fairly well-known issue at this point with most of the players. So I don't know if it's just a density issue, like you have too many dinos inside of one tribe, or if it has to do with people taming more dinos, because there are server settings for the number of things, like the number of dinos with saddles. So it seems like the dinos that I've been losing for the most part are saddle-based dinos. However, we did lose a couple of the beavers, and we did lose a few other things as well. So it doesn't necessarily mean that that is the cause, but we will see. I'll play with the server settings a little bit, maybe boost the number of creatures allowed on the server, and see if that might be having an impact. Oh, look at that! Nice. And take me upstairs. Go grab the RG. We're gonna go ahead and do the rest of our maintenance stuff. All right. So. You are... Yes, you are the one I want to take. Okay. Actually, let's grab all the stuff off you. because you don't need all this stuff on you. So what we're going to do is we're going to load you up because, well, you know, you don't need to fly right now anyway, so it's all good. You're a placeholder for a reason. Okay, so let's go ahead and start getting some of the meat and things that we need for our dinos to survive. And I will be... Actually, what are we at? Yeah, I'll be right back. And we're back. Welcome back, everybody. So now that we've gotten most of the basic stuff taken care of for the dinos over at the main base, I'm just going to fly around, update everybody else's stuff, you know, refresh the food and everything, as well as throwing some gas in some of the generators because it's been a while since we've we've done this. But I think I'm going to go ahead and say thank you for stopping in today, and if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions, throw them down in the section below the video. Oh, why not? There's a Sarco right here. Come here, buddy. Come on. Over here. Over on dry land, thank you. So, if you haven't done so already, I do ask you to subscribe. Not only does it help the channel to grow, but it'll help keep you informed when things are going on around here, as well as when new content comes out. What level? Oh, you were 72? I almost feel bad about that. So, thanks again to everybody for spending your time with me. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did as well. And for the people who have been asking, how do you use the custom paints? Like I said, go check out arkpaint.com, spelled just like it sounds, ARKPAINT.com, and it'll walk you through it for the people who are a little bit more comfortable with with trying things just without looking at them. What you do is you go into your Steam folder, under Steam Apps, go to the Commons folder, ARK, Shooter Game, Saved, My Paintings. If you've never created a painting schematic in any of them, in ARK, what you'll want to do is actually create a folder called My Paintings, one word, capital M, capital P, and you just save the PNG file in that folder. And then when you go to use it, it'll be load paints in game. So really simple to do. Let's actually go ahead and grab all of this stuff. Apparently I'm not the only one having dinos die randomly. Wow, I had a whole bunch of dinos die over here. Okay. So I lost a bunch of my... Oh, that's really sad, because that means basically everything that I hadn't moved over, I lost. Yeah, ARK devs, if you're watching this, fix that crap, please. Random deaths, it's one thing to lose dinos when you're out and playing the game, but when you're losing dinos just because, you know, at least tell us what the hell is going on in the game. Because I really do not enjoy losing the dinos. Like I said, it's one thing if I was playing and you know, the dinos died because I screwed up. It's a completely different thing when the game is killing the dinos at random. Anyway, ARK happens. It just means we have to go out and collect more dinos. Maybe I'll use this as a reason to go ahead and reset the map after all. Anyway, folks, thanks for stopping in today. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Even with the random disappearing dinos. Anyway, I'm out of time, so I'm out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care, everybody, and as always, be safe out there. Oh, man. So many dinos to have to go to replace now. Oh, well.